Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chad. And that's Chris. He's super sad today.
It's been a long fucking couple days. Sorry about not uploading a regular podcast in a while, but apparently everything in the face of the planet in the Northeast decided to shit the bed. You can kind of put the math together, but
We got a nice Halloween specials, and we still have one more coming out that's kind of...
being temperamental.
Yeah.
The burger was shit.
How you doing?
I'm not happy, but, you know, it's fine. I got beer. I'm here with you. We made out earlier.
Today.
What?
I went to the dentist.
Did you?
Found out I have no cavities.
Congratulations.
I thought I had 5 cavities.
Alright, well.
So I went to the dentist like years ago, and they were like, "You have 5 cavities." And I'm like, "Shit." Then the dentist today is like, normally if they see any like dark spots, they like have to look, but I don't think the guy looked. I think he just wanted to drill in your mouth and probably get that sweet money.
Probably.
Yeah.
I have dental insurance, but I said fuck it, so.
Yeah.
Haven't gone yet. Probably won't go.
I've brushed your toots. I have a calcium deficiency.
Drink more milk.
That's why I have like little white spots around the white teeth. Yeah. I go get that gum toothpaste.
Just drink more milk.
Yeah, milk makes me have to poop.
Oh, that's cute. What are you, lactose intolerant?
Kind of.
That sucks. No ice cream.
Every time I eat ice cream, I gotta make sure I'm home.
Fucking got 10 minutes later. Goddamn, I gotta shit.
On the toilet, just getting ready.
On the toilet, eating ice cream. It's like, oh, it's gonna come out the same way it's going in. Like fucking soft serve. It's alright. I need health insurance because I need glasses.
Take robot glasses.
I'm poor.
We know who else probably got sick and shit their pants and threw up a lot?
No, because I didn't fucking follow the news.
I guess a restaurant owner in Bangkok was serving...
You said cock.
I guess the night before probably he killed a guy in his restaurant, a 1-year-old man. I guess he was hit in the head and stabbed a bunch.
Okay.
So this is a vegetarian noodle shop, so I guess the owner cut up his body, cooked it, and put it in the noodles.
How do you not notice that there's meat in your noodles?
Well, they did. A lot of the customers noticed it, and they started getting crazy, and the police came, and the owner fled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good job. 10 out of 10. Don't murder people. If you're going to murder someone, don't hide their body in your food.
Yeah.
Just saying. Especially if you're a vegetarian noodle shop owner. In Bangkok.
It's real nasty.
Look, apparently human bodies have, like, a specific smell.
It's very sweet meat, I guess.
Yeah, but it smells like a special... It smells a certain way.
I thought it smelled like chicken.
No. I've heard the cannibal stories.
Yeah.
It's like, if you eat too much, there's a specific... It's like Smiley's disease. There's a different term for it, but, like...
Just makes you super happy.
Yeah, like, it makes you hallucinate a lot. It's fucking weird.
No.
Yeah. It's like, it's mad cow disease. That's basically what it is. Cows were eating cows. It gave them like that. With humans, it's kind of the same thing. Humans eat humans.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
Those traps are crazy.
Don't eat the pizza, kids.
Well, keeping on more of a darker tone, and this one's kind of...
Woo!
I don't know what's wrong with kids these days.
A lot of things. They should all just be aborted.
So there are these middle school girls that were planning on killing about 15 to 25 of their classmates.
If I can just get a heady on this one, props to them for planning to kill more than, like, one. Because I'm just saying, I've thought about it. You know, this is not an admission of guilt. You can't use this against me in the court of law. It's, for comedy purposes. But, like, there's no way you could take on, like, 10 kids all at the same time.
Well, they were planning on hiding in the bathroom and waiting for, like, the smaller kids to come in. And they had scissors, knives, and a pizza cutter. So they were planning on killing them and storing the bodies in the stall.
After about the third kid, like, you gotta realize, like, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah. That's when they're just hiding behind the door and going, surprise, kill.
Jesus Christ.
But I guess, like, it was in, guess what state?
I don't want to guess.
Florida.
Yeah, good old fucking Florida, of course. Why would it be anywhere else? Wouldn't it be like Montana or
Bartow
California?
Middle School. And I guess the assistant principal found them in the bathroom before they did anything, thankfully.
What, were they all just standing there communing with one another, fucking stabbing each other?
The 2 girls probably in there with, like, all their little weapons, and the principal walks in and is like, what are you doing?
And they're like, Paper mache.
But I guess their big plan was to kill all of them, drink their blood, and eat their flesh. And the whole point of this was to be better sinners, I guess. Allegedly, be better sinners. And be able to go hang out with Satan.
Guaranteed these are like the kids of like some super crazy like Christian family.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Because the girls were like, we're Satan worshippers.
Don't move to Florida. Basic idea.
So they were expelled.
Between the fucking hurricanes, the people eating faces, and apparently the satanic children, for fuck's sake, just don't move to Florida. All you old people, stay down there, though. Fuck you. I hate old people. Sick of your shit. I'm sorry. Chris is salty today.
Do you want to know what else has to do with Satan?
Us.
You ever watch the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina?
I probably won't end up watching it. I was never like a big fan of the original, and with how dark they went on this one, I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it.
I watched the first episode. It was alright.
For like a show or for like Sabrina, because you can't attach the name.
This is actually
Sabrina.
like a comic, like the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's actually a dark comic, and everything.
Okay, but you can't attach the name Sabrina to it when like 10 years ago, well not 10, probably like 15 years ago, like the fucking Adventures of Sabrina was on ABC Family, and that was a fucking show.
Yeah, people are mad Salem doesn't talk in this one yet.
Yep.
They said that he might talk, because they're probably like, shit. Man, think people
sacrifice him to Satan.
But I guess they're getting sued by a religious group called the Satanic Temple.
Okay.
Yeah. They're mad because in the show, they're claiming that they're breaking copyright laws because in the show they like worship. I'm gonna
butcher the name, but you'll see it on screen.
Baphomet.
Baphomet, more or less.
Yeah, which in the series it depicts their Dark Lord because they're all Satan worshippers.
Which I don't get why.
Basically, it's like a large figure of a deity, a man with a goat's head flanked by two children. It appears a handful of times, most notably at Sabrina's witch school, the Academy of Unseen Arts.
Alright, so here's the issue. Witches, this is going back to like Salem days, they weren't really like, you know, bubble, toil, trouble, green face, warts, and all that shit. They were like people who had an herb garden that was like, yo, you got the cold? Come over here. I'm gonna heal you, bitch. Like, that was it.
And this one was straight up like, the aunts say like praise Satan and all that in the show.
That's weird.
I don't like the aunts in this one. I'm just too attached to the ones in the old show. If they had the aunts from the old show in this, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the way that it is. Yeah. Like, it would be funny and entertaining and not what you want. At least not what Netflix wants.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Shit. I'm sorry, kids.
I just think it's so petty that they're suing a TV show. They're like, it's making us look bad. Which you worship the devil, so it kind of makes yourself look bad.
Yeah, but I mean, like, most devil worship is based on truth. It's not based on, like, Satan, nah. It's more or less based on, like, you know.
My friend Paul, me and him found, like, a satanic Bible.
That's amazing.
On, like, the side of the road once. And basically, like, a lot of it is just, like, stuff being like, we're going to go against the real Bible. And we're going to be cool. And be like, you want to have sex and do all this stuff? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a lot of, like, anti-Christianity. But it's, like, it's not like, oh, go, you know, slit your wrists open and dance in the pale moonlight. Like, no, it's just, like...
It's more like earthly things.
Yeah, it's like, learn that the world is a finite place and everything's going to die sooner or later. So just do whatever the fuck you want. Just don't get people pregnant. Don't spread STIs.
Yeah.
Straight up. Touch yourself, kids, not other people. That's going to be a slogan in this show. How many times we've had to say it. Like, just touch yourself, not others. You have hands for a reason.
Without consent.
Yeah, consent, use a condom, be good about things. But just touch yourself, it's easier. You don't have to consent with yourself.
You know who wasn't being a good boy?
You. Holy shit, yeah. This was a thing.
Oh, where's his name? I think I'm dumb and didn't even write down the guy's name.
No, we don't. I don't want to like spread his name because like it's just gonna give him like more. There it is. Cunt. I'm gonna bleep that.
And guess where he lives, Chris?
Florida.
Florida.
Dude, you should have seen his truck. Like,
yeah, it was fucked.
so you can go find the name of the guy on your own because I just bleeped Chad's face because we're not gonna give him any kind of name. But it was the guy that decided to send like all the pipe bombs to like all these like political figures, like Trump's enemies.
Basically, it was Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. It was mailed to their home in New York.
I mean, Bill deserved it.
Obama, it was mailed to Washington, D.C. Secret Service got that. Former Attorney General Eric Holder, one package addressed to him but was sent to Florida office of Democratic lawmaker Debbie Wasserman
Schultz, yeah.
Then we had Democratic U.S. Rep Maxine Waters. Two suspicious packages, one intercepted at the Congressional Mail Screening Facility in Maryland. Other in the postal facility in L.A.
Was that L.A. or Louisiana?
No, it's Los Angeles.
Okay.
Former CIA Director John Brennan was addressed to Brennan and was delivered by courier to CNN offices at Time Warner Center in New York. That one's fucked because like they evacuated that whole building, and it's not just CNN that goes in there. I forget what else.
Oh yeah, I know. There's a whole bunch of shit out there.
Joe Biden got 2 packages sent to the post offices in Delaware. They sent 2 for Joe Biden. They're like, he's too much.
He's extra old. We gotta kill him extra hard.
Robert De Niro got a few too. Bomb sent to his Manhattan building and production company is based, and his restaurant. I didn't even know he had a restaurant, so that's good publicity for it. Former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper.
Fucking, you got the intelligence tonight. I don't.
One package was found in the New York City post office and another addressed to CNN. Yeah, billionaire investor George Soros sent to his home in New York.
I'm losing faith in people. Like, so what? He had like...
He's facing 5 federal charges and could receive up to 48 years in prison. So he's only getting 48 years for sending a bunch of death bombs to...
Usually bombs include death, yes, Chad.
No, but like, how's that only 48 years?
I don't know.
Because shouldn't that... Like, I'm sure there's going to be more trials and more things are going to go.
Well, it's like the guy who shot up the place. Synagogue.
Yeah.
Like, he's facing, like, a fuck ton of charges, so I think he's got, like, 100+ years if he gets convicted.
Yeah, I guess I watched this guy. It was, like, a police officer. I forget where. He, like, I guess would, like, go to, like, crappy towns and, like, get all these girls, and they're all black women, and have them all... He knew, like, they'd had drugs and everything, so he had them all, like, do stuff to him and rape him and everything, thinking they wouldn't do anything. And he got 216 years in prison.
Jesus Christ.
And watching him cry on camera was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, when people get caught and, like...
It's like, at least be a man about it. Like, you...
Don't even be a man. Just be a fucking... Like, be an adult about it. Like, get over it. You're an asshole for doing what you did. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm sure their lives might be ruined more than his. So,
probably.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
But this guy, I guess, he had been arrested at least 9 times, mostly in Florida, for accusation of grand theft, battery, fraud, drug possession, bomb threats, and probation violations.
Yeah, like if you looked at his truck.
Yeah, he's a hardcore Republican Trump fanboy.
I think he was just a Trump fanboy. I don't think he was much of a Republican.
It doesn't really matter. But a lot of like Trump rallies, there's actually pictures of him and everything. And he had his creepy ass van, all Trump propaganda and pictures of Hillary Clinton with like bullseyes on her head and stuff.
Yeah, I saw all that. It's weird. Like people are fucking weird.
Donald Trump, of course, said a couple quotes from him. Republicans are doing so well in the early voting and at the polls, and now the bomb stuff happens and the momentum greatly slows. News not talking politics. Very unfortunate. What is going on? Another quote was, Trump blames the media for saying, "Every big part of the anger we see today in our society is caused by purposely false and inaccurate reporting of the mainstream media that I refer to as fake news." So instead of like showing sympathy for any of them, he's basically being like, this is all the media's fault. It's ruining my campaign. Blah blah blah.
There's just a certain point as to where like you have to get off your high horse and realize like people's lives were at risk. Like people could have died, and you're just like, yeah, but they're not covering the polls. It's like,
see, the thing I hate the most about this is people aren't taking this as seriously as it should be.
yeah,
Like, I know this guy's not, like, Middle Eastern and everything, but this is one of the biggest, like, terrorist scares we've had in, like, a long time. Because imagine if he actually succeeded and killed all those people.
like if a bomb went off at fucking Joe Biden's house, like everybody would have shit their pants and been like, oh, well, DEFCON 5. But nobody's taking it.
But nobody even remembers what happened anymore. It's like, the problem with news now is, like, after a week, people are like, well, it happened, but today's a new day.
I had to turn the microphone, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, it's very fucking... It's weird how, like, the world's panning out right now.
Yeah.
Like, you listen to all this news, it's like nothing in the world is, like, good. There's always just bad news that everyone's reporting on. It's just like, okay, just what we need today. More fucking bad news. Why wouldn't it, like... I don't know.
I don't know, I did see something on Reddit I don't know if it was a real tweet from Marvel, but they put out a thing to say, go vote and we'll release the Avengers 4 trailer.
Yeah, okay.
So if that happens today, I'm going to put out a video being like, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not showing me anything on Reddit, so I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I think it was just somebody, like,
probably
getting everybody all hard and being like, told you.
Yeah. I don't know, though. It's very...
I just think it's ridiculous he sent one to Robert De Niro.
I don't think that's ridiculous, but I think it's unnecessary.
Like, it's ridiculous he sent it to anybody.
Yeah, like, if you're sending...
Like, thank God this guy sucks at making bombs, because, like... It's just crazy how
I'm glad
easy...
that's what you're getting out of it. I'm glad this guy sucks at making bombs.
No, it's just ridiculous how easy it could be to send. Like, imagine if he just sent one bomb instead of, like, dozens and got people's attention.
Yeah, but...
And sent, like, one good bomb to, like, Obama.
Let's drink this.
Now Obama's, I guess, going back on the political horse, thank God.
I don't really care to, like, see Obama on the political horse. I'd rather see, like... Again, Bernie Sanders. I'd like to see him up there.
Yeah.
I'd vote for him.
I'd vote for him, too, but he's too old.
Fuck, he's about as old as Trump.
How old is Trump?
Look it up. Trump's like 60.
Yeah, I got my handy computer now. Trump is 72. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think Bernie Sanders is only like... Bernie Sanders is 77. They're like really close in age.
Yeah. Look at Bernie Sanders. He's so cute.
He's got... Google it right now, but like, he's got such a fucking cheese photo. It's so good.
Would he be the first Jewish president?
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't elected and they...
Oh my god. Alright. Nope. We're going down a conspiracy rabbit hole. We're not doing it today, Chad. I've only got so much stamina to go with. If there's something that we're actually going to talk about and bring up, apparently Dragon Ball Heroes is bringing back like Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, I don't know. It made me...
What, are you not interested in it? Like, I'm kind of interested.
It made me miss Super Saiyan 4. And they made Vegeta actually look awesome in the 5th episode. Did you watch it?
What, you mean when he fused with Goku?
Yeah, they had Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Yeah, and then
they made Vegeta.
Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito.
Yeah, but they made Vegeta look cool because he wasn't just wearing like the shitty leather pants and everything.
Yeah, they gave him like actual
pants and like a belt and stuff. It was cool.
I was kind of hoping to see like Gogeta, but I'll take what I can get from
They're probably saving Gogeta for the Broly movie.
I don't know if they're gonna do that.
That's one of the big spoilers out there that they might put Gogeta in the movie.
Might.
Because I guess like they have these like trading cards in Japan.
Yeah. That
have like Broly signatures on them for the movie, and one of them was Gogeta. Like I don't even think they released it yet. I think it was like a, what's it called? Like a leak thing with Gogeta.
Because like after looking at it, like they show how Vegeta is Super Saiyan Red, Super Saiyan God. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like in GT, it was funny that they made his hair red, and now it's like Super Saiyan God's red.
Well, like they explain how like he attains it not by like ritual, like how Goku got it. It was by training up to Super Saiyan Blue, and like it just gave him the innate ability to
Yeah,
tap
because I think
into it.
I think actually in like the show they talk about how you can obtain Super Saiyan God, but that was just kind of like a shortcut.
No, I don't think they explained that. I
Might
think
have
they
been
were.
in the manga.
I think like that's how they explained it in Battle of Gods, and in the anime they explained it as like, oh yeah, you need all the pure Saiyans to come together, and like, oh,
And now
Bulma's
everybody's
baby.
all like, "What's stronger, red or blue?" Which I still think red's just probably faster. It doesn't drain your stamina as much.
Yeah, whereas blue is just like all out. Let me just.
Blue's like Super Saiyan 3. It's just like kind of draining you, like not as dramatic, but
Yeah, but then you got Indigo.
yeah, which they haven't released any pictures of that one yet for the Broly movie.
I don't think he'll go Indigo.
He has
What the
to.
fuck is that on the floor?
What? Oh, it's a cricket or a grasshopper.
Is it alive?
No, they kind of just come in through the walls.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't know. I'm not. They showed that Broly's not gonna have like that weird green glow to him anymore.
I think when he goes berserk, he might.
I think they showed it, and I don't think he does.
The thing I'm excited about this is now they're actually coming out with the new arc. Did you hear about that?
I heard a little bit, but I didn't really hear much.
So basically,
This is the Dragon Ball portion, by the way, if you didn't realize it.
yeah, we'll put a timestamp when you could skip ahead to the.
No, you won't. Get over it.
No, but I think they're actually coming out with like a new saga. I could still call them sagas.
A new arc?
Yeah. But I think it's going to be the Brawling movie. Which, if you think about it, I'm not too upset about. Because if they do this, they're going to go way more into the flashbacks than we're going to get in the movie. I would much rather get a very drawn out thing for the flashback so we can get those characters more.
I'd rather just let them have the movie and then do something afterwards, because I'm gonna get tired if they keep doing this back and forth of like, oh, we're gonna put out a movie and now we're just gonna rehash it in Super.
Yeah.
Like that'd get tiring after like another movie. You got to think about that.
Well, that's why I think they're going to do it better, because I think they're going back to the drawing board with like how they make the episodes and how they're going to do the animation and everything.
Well, like I went back and I watched the last 2 episodes of Super, and like the fucking animation was clean.
Yeah.
And like,
But I don't think they can keep it up with the animation staff
No,
they had.
they
The
don't.
way they did it back then.
I don't think so either.
Because they don't have enough animators that can do that. Like, they put their top animators on.
Yeah, you can only do that for so long. That just tastes like
But
piss.
those last episodes are beautiful. Like, if we can get every episode to look like that. But I still like the movie animation.
Yeah,
It's more simple. It's more...
it's
like
better.
detailed.
It's more drawn.
And I always... Like, I remember watching Battle of Gods in the theater, and I'm like, why are they so shiny? Like,
Yeah.
I hate that, like, plastic sheen they have.
I can
to
agree
it.
with that, but again, everything's got its own place.
Yeah. But I'm excited.
So am I.
Yeah. You know who's not excited?
You.
Texas. And all the border people.
Texas.
I guess they're sending 800 troops to the border because there's a caravan. And I guess, like, they're still super far away. I'm going to see if I can find it.
I mean, I agree with the fact that they're going to send troops. So, like, story time with Chris. My family immigrated to America. My mom, my grandmother, and my grandfather, and my uncle all immigrated to America from Trinidad and Tobago. Google it. You'll find it. And, so, like, they did it the right way, and it apparently took a while, but even still, like, they did it the right way. They went through all the hoops and all the shit to get through, and they made it here. But it's like, if you're just coming here expecting to get here and, I don't know, have a, like, get in scot-free, it's kind of annoying. Like, I agree that you should be able to get out of whatever situation you're in, but I don't think you should be able to come here and just think you can get away with everything scot-free.
Well,
That's one of those things.
I think, honestly, a lot of them are expected to be detained. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, like, back where they are, they have the cartel and everything, and it's either they stay there and their homes get destroyed and they die, or they come here, get detained, and get put through. Because I guess I'm looking at it now, it's updated. There's already 1,000 troops there, and now Trump said Wednesday the U.S. is going to send 10,000 to 15,000 troops to the border. And, like, look at this. I'm sorry if you guys can't see it, but a caravan, it's not that many people.
It'll
Like, it's going to grow along the way,
I don't know.
obviously.
It'll pop up somewhere around here. I'll figure it out. I apologize for being, meh. say that a lot this episode.
But like they've started like from Honduras and everything.
Make sure you send me these pictures, or at least this link.
And gone all the way up, and they've been tracking it. It was last reported to be near the city of Yucatan, Mexico.
Mexico's a big country though, so you gotta
and
remember
that's
that.
like about 800 miles from the nearest border.
Yeah, but you gotta think, like, that's still a fuck ton of people.
And the thing is, like, 800 miles for a caravan, like, all these people, they're not, like, going fast. Like, some of them are walking, some of them are in the thing. So 800 miles, how long do you think it's going to take for them to get here?
A while, but even still, like...
So, what are they doing with the troops down there? They're just like, alright guys, this is a good border we got going on here.
Just stand there and jerk off, it'll be fine.
Maybe if we all hold hands, they can't get through.
We'll play Red Rover with them.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want, like, our country to be, like, flooded with people. Because, like, we already have enough problems paying for our own people.
There are reasons behind that, and I would like to get into them, but I don't think this is the right moment to get into it.
Yeah. But at the same time, there are a lot of things, like, we can do for these people.
Oh, yeah. Like, I agree with that, but...
And just, like, sending that many people is kind of an overkill.
Yeah, but try to immigrate correctly. Like, don't just expect to get in. And I think that's what they expect.
It's like on here, it's saying 20,000 migrants are kidnapped every year by criminal gangs who are trying to collect ransom. And you gotta think, most of these girls are probably being traded to sex trading and all that.
But is it specifically girls, or is it girls and boys?
And girls and boys, children,
There you go.
all that stuff.
Equal opportunity kidnappers. I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but I'm definitely trying to, like... I agree. What's happening is bad, so don't take that out of context. But definitely understand the fact that, like... You have to do things the right way. It's like America can't be expected to be, you know...
Everybody's band-aid.
Yeah, like after a certain... That's one of the few things that I agree with is like we should definitely focus on America more. But I don't think building a fucking wall near Mexico is the way to do it.
And he keeps lying. He keeps saying the wall's being built. And they haven't even started on it yet.
It's not going to happen.
And his supporters are like, yeah, the wall's being built.
Yeah, the wall's been built. By Bill Clinton. And Monica Lewinsky.
Like, yeah, that's what we're doing down here. We're building a wall. Monica, get behind the wall.
I did not touch that woman.
We are building a wall.
Anyway. Get behind the wall on your knees. It's only like a waist-high wall. Honestly, if Trump put his own money into it, no. The wall would never be built.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're not China. China.
Liberia, my brother's all upset too because Florida, I guess their Democratic governor or whatever, is planning to bring back tax returns to them.
Yeah. Why not?
Because they'll take money out of their wallets. And I guess they're trying to say that they make enough money off all the tourist stuff so they don't need tax money.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, but fuck you guys. Get rid of fucking, what is it in Rhode Island?
FICA, whatever.
No, the car tax.
Oh, yeah.
Get rid of car taxes. Fuck you. Why do you need taxes for my car every fucking year?
Literally, car taxes is the stupidest thing. It's like, oh, cool, my car is parked on your land. Like, I'm literally just going to build, like, a hover thing, but it's not on your land.
My car is parked on my land that I own.
Yeah.
I know we drive on the roads that you've paved, but guess what? I pay for those too. It comes out of my property tax. What else do you want?
Yeah, Rhode Island pretty much finds any sweet way to tax our money.
They're fucking trying to get rid of Raimondo, though.
Yeah.
I don't think she was bad, but I don't think she did everything the right way.
I'd rather have her than Fung.
Yeah, he's weird.
I hate those. There's these really bad ads in Rhode Island. If you live here, you'll see them. I forget who it is that's doing it, but don't vote for Alan Fung. He's a Trump fanboy. We don't need a fanboy as governor. And it's like...
Oh, it's one of the guys, yeah.
It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
It's such a weird smear campaign.
That's why I hate Democrats. Because all Democrats do is try to find, like, reasons why to get mad or smear the other people. Like, it's not all Democrats. I can't really say that. I don't want to get yelled at.
You can't please both sides, Chad. You got to choose one.
But it's so stupid. Like all people try to do is like make the other people look bad instead of like putting out an ad being like, "This is what I'm gonna do."
Oh yeah, I know.
But this person's like, "Don't vote for Alan Fung. He's a Trump fanboy. Vote for me."
Vote for me. I'm not a fanboy. I just want your money. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like almost everyone you're voting
Stadium
for.
back.
Oh my god. They're gonna be the Worcester Bandits.
Really?
Apparently. Dude, it's a thing. But
why don't they just make them the Worcester Shocks?
Oh my god. The Woo Sox?
Woo Sox.
No.
There you go. You're welcome.
If there's anything that we're going to talk about for a brief moment, because it's New England related, sorry everybody else who watches this in Brazil or Germany or wherever the fuck you're from. Canada. I want to move to Canada. Yeah, like they shut down a whole bunch of Papagenos around here. And it's like, it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the company wants to, they claim Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and the only way they could
do that is by reorganization?
It's closing down the restaurants to invest the money from the restaurants into the profitable restaurants. And the only way they can keep the employees is by firing them and having them reapply 48 hours within 48 hours, and I guess 90% of them will get their jobs back.
I don't know. I honestly I don't know.
Because I don't know.
It's one of those like things where it's like after listening to all the news and press about it, it's very much a matter of apparently they didn't give anyone like any notice, and they didn't tell anyone, and people just like showed up to their jobs and they were like getting cleared out. Like you can look it up on
a lot of
Reddit
people
or like
showed
Google
up,
it,
and they'd see the sign on the door and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like obviously, like the manager, they get fired. They're not going to be my first job, like whatever is to call the employees and be like, "You know, our job."
Yeah.
They're pissed.
Oh yeah, and like I don't blame them, but like what's happening to everyone else, like all the like regular employees.
Yeah.
Like you got there's a lot of shit that I don't think this company thought about, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of
neither here nor there at this point.
That's just like the state of our country. Like how many companies are gonna have to do this now?
I mean, if they actually decided to like pay their employees what it was worth, so that they'd put in actual work, it'd be. It's like Amazon. Like they're paying $15 an hour now, but it's also like.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, it's like.
Maybe they'll give you better breaks. I guess a lot of their things was they go on break, then they have to go like a mile down the facility. And by the time they do that, it's like 10 minutes have gone by.
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of shit that I don't agree with in this country. A lot of it's because of capitalism. A lot of it could also be solved by universal income, but nobody wants to fucking hear about that because, you know, everyone getting $800 a month in their pocket is a terrible thing, apparently.
Dude, if I got $800 in my pocket, this podcast would be golden.
No, if I got $800 a month in my pocket, I'd have a car. I'd have a new car, not a new car, but I'd have a car.
I wouldn't be behind on my mortgage. I wouldn't be behind on my bills.
I'll move in with you. I promise. I'll live in your basement, me and Nicole and the dog.
Yeah, because it's not even like, I don't even think there's any...
You won't hear us having sex too often.
I don't even think there's any politicians like going for that right now.
It's disappointing.
Does any country have universal income?
Yeah, Europe. A bunch of countries in Europe.
Finland has one. Ontario.
I don't think Ontario has one. Basic income around the world. Yeah, alright.
Finland approaches the end of its pilot program. Questions remain to the merits of basic income plans. So I think Finland's like the only one that's really going like gung-ho on this. The Nordics, man.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, it works.
Let's move to Finland.
Let's not.
Let's move. I don't even know the accent for Finland. I don't say I almost said a Swedish accent, but I don't want to insult them.
Swedish, yeah. Why, the Swedes are pretty good.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with them. Swedish prisons are more comfortable than most American apartments.
It's alright. Europe's usually more accepting of people, including transgenders.
Yeah, Trump doesn't like them anymore.
Nobody likes them, apparently.
It's a very bash on Trump episode. I'm sorry if we have any Republican fans, but
I'm not.
Get over it. He's a horrible person.
I don't side with either of you fucks. I'm an independent. I do what I want. Fuck you, America.
But I guess the Trump administration is considering narrowly defining gender as a biological immutable condition determined by genitalia at birth.
Alright, so I'm going to be the person to say this. On your fucking any health information packets, fill out what the fuck you were born as and what you identify as two separate ideas, because your genetic code specifically dictates how your body will accept certain medications. Estrogen is a very powerful thing, as is testosterone. They're both very powerful things, and if you take one medication that's not meant for you, it will fuck your body sideways. So
that's why I'm like, I understand that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Like at birth, yes, if you have a pee-pee, you're a boy. If you have a vagina, you're a girl.
You can break it down farther than that. If you have an double X chromosome or a double Y chromosome, that defines what the fuck like your biological setup is. But if you've decided to transition, that's a difference. But besides that, don't be a lady who's looking at me and it's like, I'm a boy. It's like, you want to be talked to as a boy. I get it. But if I need to give you a shot of magic chemical Z and it will kill you if you're not a boy, do you want magical chemical Z? No amount of placebo effect is going to change the fact that you're a lady.
Like, I have no problems with people transitioning into the other sex.
Go for it. Fuck
like,
it.
If you want to go through the steps and do all that, it's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't like these people that are being like, my child's born and I'm just going to not assign them a gender. It's like, no, just assign them a gender so you don't fuck their heads up their whole life.
I don't know. There's too much shit to get into on this one. There's a lot to unpack, and it's like we're very much like barely scraping the surface of this.
Because now I guess the Department of Health and Human Services is trying to establish a legal definition of sex under Title IX, the federal civil rights law that bans gender discrimination in education programs that receive government financial assistance, according to a memo obtained by the New York Times.
I kind of agree with that, because at the end of it all, I don't agree with the whole like financial help thing, but I definitely agree with like pinning it into a wall and being like, this is exactly what it is. Just makes it easier for everybody, you know?
Yeah, like I don't think they should be like, you believe in this stuff, so we're gonna take your funding and all that stuff. That's not really fair for everybody.
Yeah, but see, if we're gonna talk about that, that's when you get into the whole matter of like religion and state, and it's like it viably pisses me off when people are like, oh, well, I don't believe that gay people should get married, so I don't want to have to make them a cake. How about you get the fuck off your high horse and make the lovely couple a cake, because it's still putting money into your pocket, whether you believe God doesn't want you to or not.
That's like going in there and being like, you're ugly, and you look like a gnome troll person. I don't want you making me a cake.
Yeah.
Because that lady was fugly.
And they'd be like, well, they made fun of my appearances. Well, it's like, that's protected by the First Amendment, so they can say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just really weird. It's like the department argued in a memo that the key government agencies needed to adopt an explicit and uniform definition of gender as determined on a biological basis that is clear, grounded in science, objective, and administrable. Which, again, kind of makes sense.
It makes sense, but, like, I get people who want to be identified as different shit. But it's like, you gotta have, like, those clear-cut things about it. It's like, you know, again, mysterious vaccine X is here to make sure that, you know, your leg doesn't fall off, but let's say you're a lady and you identify as a guy and you're putting down you're a guy on everything, and mysterious vaccine X will fucking...
Like, that's where a lot of the...
peel your arms off.
That's where a lot of the things come from. Like, these, like, say a guy defines himself as a woman, gets put in a female prison, and though has all the testosterone, all the muscles and everything.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know.
there's a lot that goes behind it, and there's a deep conversation as a country we should have that we're not having right now because everyone's more concerned about fucking their sister, cousin, daughter, wife, and their pig at the same time. Looking at you, Arkansas.
The problem with this too is like people see this for a week, then they forget about it. Then like maybe a year down the line, that law is going to pass, and people are going to be like, "What the fuck? Where did this come from?"
And it's like, well,
because this is basically saying that if this law passes, no more sex changes.
Yeah, which I don't know. People should be allowed to do what they want with their body. It's yours. You can rip your dick off and do whatever you fuck you want.
Like if people can
it.
fucking get like bone transplants in their head and we have them have human horns and all that stuff.
Yeah,
they should be able to become a woman or a guy.
Yeah,
it's just like, why does it affect Trump and all these people?
Yeah, like it's not you that has to.
Like I understand, like there's a lot of problems going on. Like people just need to stop being so sensitive. Like with the bathrooms, just like.
Just let people take a piss. That's it.
If you see like a guy who's dressed as a woman go in the women's room, if he's just minding his own business, but if it starts becoming a problem where these men are going in there,
that's when you
pretending
call the police.
To be that kind of person.
I mean, transgender. Just call the police. Like, who gives a fuck?
It's like this has happened for years. Like men try to be women, go in the women's room and try to do stuff.
Yeah.
But thinking that these people are like that's like everybody thinking gay people, if they're around little boys, they're gonna rape the boys. Just because somebody's gay and likes boys doesn't mean anything.
So hold on, my friend Cade, you better watch this bitch. He lives in Vegas, and he's a teacher for the most part. And it's complicated, but he's basically a teacher. So the fact of the matter is that like he's quite possibly the greatest human being on the face of the planet, and I would trust him with everything on the planet if I could. But it's like there's not a moment in my head that I'd ever be like, oh, he's gonna do terrible things to kids. It's like, no, he's a fucking normal human being. He plays video games like I do. He has fun like I do. He's human. I wish you got a boyfriend. I wish you got a boyfriend, Cade. You should move up here. We'll get you a boyfriend, and we'll go on double dates. You, me, Chad, and your boyfriend. We'll double date.
Triple date.
No, just you and me.
Alright. No, like I have like a lot of gay friends. Like
Yeah.
And just none of them seem like they want to touch little boys.
That's because you want to know what it is? They're human.
They're human, normal people. If that's
they're
like,
not monsters that
just
you're
because
making
somebody's transgender doesn't mean they're gonna fucking try to shove it down somebody's throat and be like, "Hey, you
take it."
Yeah, it's just like
they're just like, yeah, okay. I just want to be seen as a human and a person. What are you looking at? Why are you looking at shit like this? No. No. If we're going to talk about something, we're not talking about that. We're going to talk about the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 just dropped a trailer for Tangled. And boy, golly gee.
Did you see the comparison video between the movie and the...
Oh, yeah.
That looks awesome.
But you can definitely tell that the game is the game and the movie's the movie.
It's more 3D.
No, it
has more...
It's the way that they're like standing and walking around. Like,
yeah, it's more stiff.
Yeah, whereas like with the movie, like they can do more animated with it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of disappointing because I expect a lot out of Kingdom Hearts, but nonetheless, I'm still super excited. Zachary Levi's actually doing the voice for Flynn, from what I know. And then Andrew Lincoln had his last episode.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like spoilers for Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, so big ass spoiler warning if you haven't seen it.
No, I didn't watch the episode. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Alright, so basically, tell me if I'm right. Basically, he gets hurt, right? Something happens where he's like...
You know what happens in Tomb Raider? The new one? The first new one. Like, just the one that's Tomb Raider, which... Or no, The Last of Us, where he gets like the pole like stuck through his like side. That happens to him. Yeah, so pretty much what I got was he gets hurt, a helicopter comes down, picks him up, goes off. Basically, Is that the premise of it? So now AMC, and I don't even know if it's going to be AMC. I think it's actually going to be a theatrical release. No, it's AMC movies.
AMC movies? All right. So they're going to make 2 movies based on Rick and what happens to him.
And apparently Andrew Lincoln's directing next year.
Really?
Like the next season. Season 10.
That's cool.
But if you want my honesty for all of it, the episode, especially compared to the first few, it was really good.
Yeah, 'cause this is probably an episode they put money into, and like time and thought and everything.
I liked most of it. There was a large portion of it right at the end where I was like, all right, this is... A little bit of this is some Ex Machina shit, but I'm not gonna pull on it too hard.
Like a helicopter coming down and be like, we got you, bro.
Not just the helicopter, but like there was also dynamite on a bridge and like a giant horde of walk. Yeah, like it was a whole thing. But besides that, and like now I'm watching. If you saw everything for next week's episode, which I don't know if you did or not, but nonetheless, apparently like the zombies are evolving. Yeah,
So they think, are they pulling a Day of the Dead now? Where they can think, or
I think like they can talk and shit like that, but like not anything major.
see, are they gonna go back to what the show should be with like zombie survival instead of just, hey, every season let's just fight generic
Let's fight each
bad
other.
guys. That's I don't know. Like that show, like I don't even want to watch it anymore. I'll probably watch next season if they end up doing it better. Like I'm gonna watch the last episode just because I want to see Rick.
I want them to just get rid of it. I really want them to be done with this series.
I'm just so mad at what's it called, Fear of the Walking Dead, because I feel like that should have been just a straight up zombie survival show, like the beginning of The Walking Dead was, and not go into like the military. Like as soon as they got into like the military thing, and like the fucking main character, like the drug addict kid, didn't he die? Or is he still in it?
I think he's still alive. We don't really watch that one.
Yeah, but that kid should have been the main character. They shouldn't have went off to that little psycho kid and his father and everything.
Yeah.
Like they should have just had like the drug addict kid. Because that was an awesome first episode.
Yeah, and then it slowly dwindled into whatever this is.
Ugh.
But, oh yeah, that's a thing. I heard about that.
Yeah, so Illumination is making a Shrek reboot.
Spoilers over. But as you just said.
Illumination's coming out with a Shrek reboot. Now, why do we need a Shrek reboot?
We don't.
We don't. Is Michael Myers going to be the voice again? I hope so, because...
Well, Chris Farley was supposed to be Shrek.
I didn't like Chris Farley. Like, after Mike Myers did it, watching, like, they actually have, like, little reads with...
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen it. And it's better with Mike Myers, but it would have been cool to have seen what Chris Farley would have done.
Yeah, it would have been a lot raunchier, I think.
It definitely would have had, like, PG-13.
Yeah. But I don't know, why did they need to reboot fucking Shrek?
It's way too soon. Like, if you're gonna reboot something, like, redo Spaceballs. Like, do a really fucking good Spaceballs.
Just make an animated Spaceballs. That'd be awesome. No. Like Illumination Spaceballs.
Oh my god.
You know that'd be cool.
Get Rick Moranis back.
You can get Rick Moranis just to do the voice.
Yeah, he doesn't act anymore. He's like too busy taking care of his
kids.
Kids.
His wife died, so
yeah, he's just taking care of his kids.
And he realized that acting, he wouldn't be able to be there for his kids and all that. But, you know, they're old now. Get back to acting.
Yeah, but now, like, they got the Aladdin thing going on. And Will Smith is a part of that.
He's a genie.
I don't think it'll be bad.
They already said he's not going to pull Robin Williams. He's going to make it his own character.
I hope so.
Which is good, because I was really worried he was going to try to be like that over-the-top, like...
Yeah, they, like, even in the trailer, they pull one of the lines from the actual movie. So, actually, one of the few things that I know about this movie, none of the original screenwriters are getting any money out of it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's under a specific, like, set of laws, where it's an animated movie, and back then it just wasn't covered by copyright. So, like, the idea is copywritten, but they are not going to make any royalties off it.
That sucks.
But, yeah, like, they're apparently pulling a lot from the original movie, which I have no problems with. But... Yeah. I also kind of have a problem. I don't have a problem with it, with them not making any money, because Robin Williams didn't want to be like the main face of that movie, but they made him out to be. Yeah. And it was like that's how they boosted their ticket sales, and I was like,
because we had Robin Williams on the cast list, so and he was big then, so they were like Robin Williams, and nobody else was really big, so.
Dude, I wish he was still alive. He's so... I went back and I watched a bunch of his stuff, and he's hysterical.
Yeah, his stand-up's really funny.
And, like, when he doesn't have to, like, be kid-friendly,
yeah,
he's so fucking hysterical.
Yeah, that's him.
Rest in peace. Moving on.
But...
What else you got?
Swamp Thing cast Alec Holland.
Who's that?
I don't know. Let's look him up.
Is it Tom Holland's, like, fucking...
Oh, he's an ugly motherfucker. Just kidding.
I mean, look, Swamp Thing's an ugly motherfucker.
He's... What?
Oh, grand.
Alright, thanks. I searched Alec Holland and
no, just go back to all.
Came up.
Go back to all. I apologize. We're going to get a second screen soon, hopefully, that I can capture all this image stuff from. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a big guy, so that's good. He actually looks like he fits like the stature of him.
Yeah, he should.
I'm so excited for this show. I guess Titans is pretty good too.
I don't want to deal with Titans.
People said Titans is awesome.
I don't doubt that, but I'd rather just go watch the Teen Titans. Like, it was better.
I tried watching Teen Titans. Like, how far do you need to get into it?
You don't have to get into it at all.
Like, I watched the first episode. I'm like, this kind of sucks.
What, the Teen Titans?
Yeah. Is
Oh.
it very kiddie? Like, jokingly?
At first it is, but it definitely gets into, like...
Like, does it get more dramatic? Because
It
I watched
really
the first episode.
does.
I'm like, this is kind of slapsticky.
Like, right near the end of the series, it's like, very...
Yeah, Titans at 84% on Rotten Tomatoes and 81 fans. That's crazy.
I rely more on the fans than I do the actual
Yeah,
tomato
but it's still
meter.
81.
Yeah, that's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'd go see it, because it definitely doesn't do anything for me.
My batteries are dead on my Fire Stick, so I need to get batteries, and I don't have any money. So
The
I can't
Fire
watch my
Stick takes batteries,
The remote.
but you can't, like...
No, you need the remote.
That's so dumb.
The thing eats, like, in the comments, if you have a Fire Stick, does it eat your batteries up like crazy?
Yeah, but yours is also cracked.
Yeah, but I don't think it should affect the remote batteries.
It might.
It's fucking crazy, though. Like, they die so fast.
What kind of battery does it take?
Triple.
I have some at home. I'm not bringing them to you. Oh, God, they're doing a Mario movie. That's right.
Yeah, you know that? Yeah, Illumination's making it. I'm excited.
I'm not. Oh, yeah. I also shaved all this off in between the episodes, so get over that for now. Yeah.
Little baby face, Chris.
Look, I look fucking hot.
So I think, I don't know who said this, but they said, we're keeping him front and center in the creation of this film, said Menon. I've rarely seen that happen with any adaptation where the original creative voice is being embraced like we are embracing Miyamoto.
Yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto
There's
is
a
like...
history in Hollywood of people believing that they know better than the people responsible for the property. So that makes me really happy because Miyamoto's actually like got his hands in this.
I'm sorry. I got, like... I've wanted to, like, sand down this table because it looks like ass. No offense. And,
Not my
like,
table.
I just have a knife now, so I was, like, scraping at, like, the old tape that's on it.
I was very cranky today playing with a knife. Next week I might be solo.
Dad or Chad will be dead.
Yeah. And Chris will be solo.
I won't be solo. You'll probably be back at the fucking hanging thing.
But anyway, thanks for watching episode, 26?
Something like that.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe. For God's sake, do it.
Yeah, if we don't get a subscriber, Chad dies.
Hit the bell. Don't forget to go on Instagram, search us. We got
He's
the
not going
links.
to die.
We have the Twitters and all that.
Follow the Instagrams if Chad actually decides to post things to it.
I always post things to it.
Allegedly.
And the Facebook where I post Instagram things to it.
Occasionally. Look, Facebook's dying anyway, so...
Yeah, I like Instagram. Twitter's okay.
Instagram's a lot better.
Yeah.
You guys can interact with us a lot more.
Yeah, well, please like our channel. Subscribe.
Check everything out.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
See you later.